Dude. If Moldova Mama Liga only knew that he has done so much PR for Moldova. He has done so much PR for Moldova in this community and just across the board. He has no idea though. Why you gotta cook him like that? I love cooking him because Moldova Mama Liga for years and years has been a Hasan is a Russian asset. He has claimed that I'm a Russian asset for like far before Russia invaded Ukraine. Okay. And in spite of the fact that he has maintained the position that I am a Russian asset, he has steadily supported this community and myself, which is crazy. Love Moldova Mama Liga. It's sad that he left the country and now is living in exile in the United States of America.
All hell to...
Speaking of Russian assets, now that we got a Romanian raid, what's going on in fucking Romania, man? Holy shit. Not good. Not good at all. I don't think he wins though. I think he got motion only because he was like a relatively unknown guy and everyone got scared. So I think people will vote for the, progressive center right person, I suspect. I hope, but who knows? Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Benjamin Netanyahu's new friend. Benjamin Netanyahu has found himself another Holocaust denier to befriend in Europe. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually kind of funny because Romanians were saying it's election interference. Not realizing that, no, Israel gets to do that. They can do that. You crazy? They do that to America. You think they can't do that to Romania? That's nutty. No, Benjamin Netanyahu calls who he wants, okay? Before the election, after the election, whenever he wants. Yes, Călin Georgescu wrote the foreword to RFK's translated book in Romanian. They're homies. They're both anti-vaxxers. The Romanian crystal mommy regime is it's coming. Yes, I'm coming to Oxford. All right. Donald Trump popped off about hostage releases in Gaza. Let's take a look.
If the Israeli hostages are not released by the time he takes office in January. Now, it's not clear what he means by that threat. On Saturday, Hamas released a propaganda video of an American-Israeli soldier, Eden Alexander's his name. He's been held there since the October 7th massacre. Deborah Pata shows us a new strategy by the hostages' families in Israel.
They have tried shouting, pleading, anger. Nothing has worked. They have lost their words. So now they have gone quiet.
The protesters here hope that their silence will speak more powerfully than any words. But the message remains the same.
Damn, why are you in between them talking? That's crazy. Georgescu is not homies with RFK. He just claims to be in order for us to stop calling him a Russian asset. Our U.S. ambassador confirmed RFK doesn't know who he is. Wait, really? Wait, so he's just been lying? Oh, that's kind of a bummer. That made me sad. It made perfect sense for me to think that like they were linked up because RFK is such a low-level freak who I totally would have suspected would be a part of like this international consortium of anti-vaxxers. So it made perfect sense in my headcanon, but it is so fucking funny because he's not even lying about like, I don't know, befriending like an American senator. He's lying about befriending RFK Jr., who until this past election had no motion whatsoever. He was like a low-level crank. So he couldn't even lie about someone cool. It's the one Kennedy that wasn't impacted by the Kennedy curse because it's, a much larger stain upon the family for him to be alive and behave in the ways that he does. Looking at that guy, pointing to that guy and being like, nah, that's my bestie. I'm linked up. I'm mobbed up with the American government. I got insider access to the American government by way of RFK Jr. is pretty funny. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this.
Home now.
Dressed in white, young and old, united in anguish. This is where their loved ones are, held captive in Gaza. Everyone is worried that time is running out to save them, as it did for Nofar Bushtav's brother Yogev.
He should be alive and here with us today.
Many protesters here believe Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is deliberately prolonging the war to avoid his upcoming corruption trial.
We are all slaves of his.
I mean, that is what's going on. That's like part of it. Yes. I'm glad that the media can only frame it from the perspective of like Israeli hostage families openly recognizing the truth and yelling about it. But this is no longer a matter of speculation. It's just the truth. Yes, of course they're calling for a ceasefire. Yes, they have been. And these are not. Yeah, I mean, this is something that I talked about 3 months ago. It's something that I talked about even before 3 months ago. It's just the thing that is happening.
Private interest.
I think Israeli government doesn't want to, have this deal.
This is not Jewish. This is not Israeli.
And it's not right, says Herut Nimrodi, who feels her son Tamir has been abandoned.
It's very hard for me to remember his voice, his laughter. Things are starting to fade away, and it's horrifying.
And so she seeks solace in the power of this sisterhood. Together, they weep and softly sing. They are daughters, sisters, wives, and most of all, they are mothers.
There are still 101 hostages in Gaza. There is a new deal on the table in Cairo in another push to end the war and bring those still alive back home and the bodies of those killed for burial.
Also, Donald Trump was like, there will be hell to pay. So Hamas came out with a statement. New statement from Hamas by way of Jeremy Scahill of Dropsite News. Hamas responds to Trump threat that there will be all hell to pay in the Middle East if the Israeli hostages are not released before Trump's inauguration. Statement from Bassem Naim of Hamas's Politburo. 1. Since the beginning of this genocide, Hamas has publicly announced and been active in seeking a permanent ceasefire to the end of the Israeli aggression against our people, a deal which would have included a full prisoners exchange. Number 2. However, Netanyahu has sabotaged all these attempts. At many times, we were extremely close to signing on a deal, but due to his savage actions and decisions, the deals broke down. Therefore, Hamas understands that Trump's message is actually directed first towards Netanyahu and his government. They need to end their evil game by using negotiations as a cover for their personal, political, ideological interests. Yeah, I don't think Trump is saying this to Netanyahu. I'm gonna keep it $150. I think he's saying he's gonna increase the faucet of genocide. Not that it matters because you're already in the throes of genocide. At that point, it's like they're doing, it's kind of the maximalist position, right? Hamas is committed to immediately implementing the Security Council Resolution 2735 and the deal struck on July 2nd, 2024. We are looking forward to the daytime seeing an end of this genocide against our people, their free return back to their homes all over the Gaza Strip, and prisoners from both sides freed and enjoying living amongst their families again. Our people are eager to secure a better future for their children, full of hope, dignity, and prosperity. Jeremy says, a couple thoughts. Trump's bombastic threats to unleash some untold horror if the Israelis and U.S. captives are not released occurs as ceasefire talks have resumed.